Good afternoon from Kirksville, Missouri. It's April Fool's Day, and we know who the fools are. They're on the other side. All right, I wanted to start out today. Don't have anyone currently out there. Oh, yeah, I do. Got one. All right, wanted to start out thanking Bonnie Childs for a nice donation through my PayPal account. Thank you, Bonnie. Uh, it does help out. For one thing, it lifts my spirits. And I want to start with the second good news. Tomorrow at 2 p.m., Grace and I receive our second dose of Moderna vaccine. And 2 weeks after that, I will still be wearing my mask. Like I have said before, I'm going to be careful and stay away from nasty people, but this will free up some things like uh, we haven't been for a long time to my mother in law. She's got a new house that her and my brother in law live in. So we're looking forward to that on Easter Sunday. And truly, tomorrow is Good Friday for us. All right, let's get down to it. First, we've got to beat McConnell for his remarks about infrastructure. Uh, yeah, Mitch is going to raise taxes on the wealthiest in our country. You're no longer the majority leader, so it also means the rich are not getting a permanent tax cut. It's only rising up. It'll still be below what it was under Obama and George W. So that's not that much of a raise, and they need to contribute their part into what uh, is going on. Or, I mean, a better future. Let's look at it that way. Let me go back and look at this. And the McConnell already speaking out that this bill is a Trojan horse to raise taxes. Like I said, it will, but it's going to be on the richest. And they don't get a permanent tax cut under the new majority of the Senate. You still don't get it, do you, Mitch? You are no longer the majority leader, and you will not keep Americans uh, that are ready for a better future and ready for better. And Coca-Cola and Delta Airlines are the only ones that I've heard so far speak out against the new Georgia law, voting law, backed by the GOP. Pressure works, baby. Uh, when threatened with a boycott, they knew they had to act, and not only for the optics, but for the public, but their own employees. President Biden, $2 trillion. I only was able to write down. And I heard last night from Secretary Buttigieg that 621 billion is on top of the uh, 2 trillion for transportation, and that's just one area of investment uh, in our country: roads, bridges, high speed rail. Uh, it also includes wide, wideband uh, internet, because a lot of poor people, they have phones, but they don't have internet connections. This will allow more of that. Uh, okay, all right, got that. All right. Someone else must be doing something today because uh, I have no one in the blue room. This is unusual, but this is why I record it, brothers and sisters. Uh, America is on trial in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Uh, Brothers and sisters, the police refuse to see George Floyd as a human being. This is not about black people, it's about all of us. We all have our faults, but that doesn't make us less human. And I found out last night from Rachel new indictments of Joel Greenberg, former tax collector of Seminole County, Florida, as the tax collector of Seminole County used his position to embezzle and divert over $400,000 to benefit himself personally, using the funds through his access to fund the purchase of cryptocurrency for himself, using that access to purchase personal items for himself, such as autographed Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant memorabilia. On top of that, uh, while he was out on bond, he decided on his new criminal career. Hello, Buck Green. Uh, Thank you for watching. Um, let's see, where was it? Oh, he decided on his new career as a criminal. Uh, Joel Micah Greenberg, at the direction of the an SBA, Small Business Association employees, submitted an application for EIDL for Joel Greenberg that falsely represented that his business was impacted by COVID-19. Remember, he's a tax collector. So, what the hell does that have to do? Oh, actually, he was running his own business inside the tax collector's office. He bribed someone at the Small Business Administration to submit an application for COVID-19 relief. Uh, and as far as Gates goes, McCarthy said he wouldn't take Gates off of his committees unless he was convicted. He walked that back on Fox last night that if he was indicted, Rachel was thinking that was a mistake. Before our hour ended, he did tell Fox that he meant indicted, not convicted. And the other guy has a lot to worry about with the many lawsuits he's facing. I hope he faces lawsuits the rest of his life or time in prison. Axios Max Gate is reporting he may leave Congress and take a job with Fox Spews. Well, isn't that convenient? And that's what I thought. He saw a chance there to be the next Tucker Dogface Carlson. We'll see how that story develops. All right. I already told you about the Coca Cola and Delta Airlines coming out against Georgia's new restrictive voter laws last night. Uh, and that's also where McCarthy changed his mind. Uh, and I didn't get finished with the last word last night. Uh, but any material that's left over, I get to use it tomorrow in the Friday show on Facebook. Uh, and this was the fourth day of the trial for the death of George Floyd. And one of the paramedics, when they showed up on the scene, he had to ask Chauvin to remove his knee from Floyd's neck. And at that point, as we know, he was already dead. And I listened to a lot of the coverage uh, while I was in the other room. Oh, I wanted to speak to the question of the MacBook Air. It completed its scan. It found one threat. It fixed it. It found 388 issues and fixed those. It also went through more than a million, uh, about 1.5 million items to find what it found, and that ended successfully. That's the first time that McAfee has ended successfully, excuse me, on the MacBook Air. And that's about all I got today. Uh, all right. Glad to see you, ZZ84, the Z84. And hello, John. How you doing, brother? And we don't have a big crowd, but there are now 7 people out here. Already got 3 likes. I'd like for you to go down, like, subscribe, and help me share this shit. I always like to get these out at a leisurely pace. Today I tried something different, brothers and sisters. What I did was I shared it from here to uh, to my timeline, and from my timeline I shared it to Rant and Randy's Rant, the True Patriots group, and for Biden Harris 2021, I shared it from here. Uh, I've had more times now where I'm successfully getting out the show, uh, and that way it allows me to draw up a little list where I'm not so burdened with going through Facebook's list and trying to keep up. Because once you start on it on Facebook, from YouTube, you can't see what you've been posting. So it's kind of like flying blind or without radar when I get down there. So I do like this show on YouTube. We're at 218 subscribers. I would like more. If you're thinking about advertising on my channel, forget it. I had one the last show, and what I did was I reported it as commercial advertising and spam, and it has been removed. The others, there's been a couple of that have tried that, but evidently they listened to my rant and found out I wasn't going to allow it. It disappeared. I can see it in my notifications on YouTube, but it's no longer on those shows. So, making progress on that. Just keep in mind, hello, Dennis. All right, brother. Glad to see you here. Uh, just keep in mind, this is my channel, and I'm not going to be promoting your product, pornography or otherwise. I don't care if it's weight control or anything else. You're not going to advertise on my channel. That's for me and the Blue Dot family, and it ain't going to happen. It just plain ain't going to happen. Let's beat up on Mitch one more time. Maybe he'll finally get the message. And what's so entertaining about Mitch McConnell and all the GOP in the Senate and the Congress is that they don't understand. Infrastructure, again, is another very popular bipartisan support for it. And it hadn't even come up in the Senate. Uh, they will get it all together. Conservative groups are very irritated because People don't want dark money in anything. That's what made the COVID relief bill so popular, was it had bipartisan support, not in the Senate and not in the House, but by the American people, Democrats and Republicans. They've got the same problem with infrastructure. It's very popular, it's very needed. All these things need to get done. Now, I don't know at this point. I think AOC had a pretty good idea. She said over the next 10 years, it should be $10 trillion. And then you can get all these things, high speed rail, broadband internet, and get all this done, replacing the lead pipes all over this country. It's way past time for that. And we saw what happened in Detroit. So let's get these things done, baby. These things can get done, brothers and sisters. So I will let you go at this time. Well, thank you, John. And thank you all for coming to my show. And as you know, I will be here from now on, as far as at least through 2024. Uh, we got 2022 coming up pretty quickly. And we've got to get people like, I don't say her name, MTG. We've got to get her out down in Georgia. Uh, she is nothing but an irritation to and a shame for the people of Georgia in the 14th district. All right, that's about all I got. Like I said, like, share, and if you're new here outside the Blue Room, go ahead and subscribe. But if you're advertising something else, forget it, baby. Ain't gonna happen. All right. Have a good one. I'll see you at the meeting later on. I look forward to the Blue Dot family meeting. Bye bye now. Peace, resist, persist, and I insist that we stay on this. Voter rights have to be done. HR 1 and HR 4. Have a good one. Share this shit. Bye bye now.